Oh, what up? It's your boy, Limitless Jed, and we're back again, guys, with another music reaction. Today, this morning, guys, we got another Nick Nittoli banger on our hands. That's right, we're going to continue with this Nick Nittoli kick, guys. I know you guys have been watching these and loving these reactions, and I got plenty more. This one was requested to check out. So we're going to go ahead and give this one a look at right now, guys. This one is Hey Teacher. All right. This is Hey Teacher by Nick Nittoli. I'm not really too sure what we're going to be getting into, guys. So let's get right into this one and check it out.
Yeah, I'm feeling wet on this one. Yeah, I was raised with nothing. My mama was up to something. My daddy was probably fucking a product of jungle loving, a product of Mason Puffy, a product of Big and Pop. So when I got to school, I was always pushing and shoving. I was always fucking up in everything I could. Teacher told me I wouldn't be shit, but yo, I knew I would. Yeah, I knew I'd have this track up, and I just knew I could. First, I had to overstand these niggas till they understood. Understood? Teacher read 100 books, my lyrics on some moonshine. You know that shit 100 proof. Gradually graduated through the studio, and now I'm in the booth. Just finished the hook. I don't really need to finish school. Hey teacher, we already know. Hey teacher, leave them kids alone. Hey teacher, when we going home? Hey teacher, hey teacher. Yeah. Got a left brain school system that ain't meant to help the different kids that have.
All right. So, first off, love the Hey Teacher, Leave the Kids Alone reference. That's awesome. Shows that you are very well diverse in other different types of music too, my friend, which is awesome. Okay. Um, she started off strong there. Started off by saying that your mother was up to something, your father was probably fucking. Um, you know, I can kind of relate to that in a sense. I not to get into my own personal stuff, but like I never grew up with a father. As far as I know, my father passed away before I was born, so I never grew up with a father figure or anything. But you know, uh, I've gone through some rough stuff myself growing up. Not things that I'll bring up here, but um, life's not easy, and when you have to do it yourself, and you have a good mindset and you have a set of goals that you want to achieve, even if you have to achieve those goals all by yourself with no help from anyone, if you're motivated enough, you will do anything it takes to get to where you want to be and prove all those people wrong and prove the ones that did you wrong wrong. Let's continue, guys.
Victims, and this is the fucking issue. Our parents are on a mission to listen to every word that a failure is fucking dishing. Woo! Go and sign your petition and wonder why I really can't find the drive to be driven. It's probably all that ADHD television. Don't ask questions, just go and hit him with a prescription. Yeah, that turns into an addiction. Now he using race.
Exactly. I agree with that completely. You know, we're so quick to jump to conclusions when it comes to, be not necessarily, well, behavioral issues or like focus issues and stuff like that, where we instantly jump to conclusions as to what that is, and then most of the time they put you on some sort of medication that's supposed to help combat those issues that you're having. But like he just said, then that ultimately can lead to addiction problems and everything else. There's so much to it, you know. There's so many people that are on these prescription drugs, and yeah, maybe they are meant to help, but after a while, you're just gonna continue to need them and continue to want them and continue. It's a vicious cycle. It really is. It's a vicious cycle. And he said before that nobody has the drive to drive, or something around those lines there. Let me go back just a touch here.
On the drive to be driven is probably all that AD.
Billy can't find the drive to be driven. Yeah. And that's just it. Like, unfortunately, especially nowadays, we're in an age where nobody really has the drive anymore. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Most days, I don't feel like getting up and doing anything. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of days I don't have the drive to do anything. It's all about picking yourself up, and pushing on through it, though. Let's continue.
HD television. Don't ask questions, just go and hit him with a prescription. Yeah. That turns into an addiction. Now he using razor blades just to feel an affliction. Now he's rapping on the mic.
Now he's using razor blades to feel an affliction. Meaning, we're talking about darker stuff here. Stuff that YouTube doesn't like to. But, I mean, it's right. He's right. Unfortunately, you know, sometimes the things that they put you on that are supposed to help you actually make things worse. And then when that addiction kicks in, and then, everything else, and then if you stop taking them, then your issues start getting worse. It's just a vicious, never ending cycle.
Just because no one would listen. Now he's on a missing list, but it's the parents that did it. It's the parents that hit it. Mix of principles who don't have principles. Just a miserable habitual rapist. So much shit I can't take it. I'm too real, I can't fake it. This is a song for everyone who never knew I would make it. Here's a record, I'll break it. Here's the truth, don't escape it. If I listen to you way back when I go ancient, I would never know the shit that I was gonna create. I would listen to some loser and just do what she say. Hey teacher, we already know. Hey teacher, leave them kids alone. Hey teacher, when we going home? Hey teacher, hey teacher, hey teacher, we already know. Hey teacher, leave them kids alone. Hey teacher, when we going home? Hey teacher, hey teacher. Now I'm not saying that every kid should just drop out of class and say fuck it and rap, but I gotta be honest, look where the fuck that I'm at. And I ain't get hit by just memorizing states on the map. And now I look back, I really think that maybe perhaps you should have taught me about the monetary system and cash instead of worrying if niggas could go run on the track. Maybe teach them how some neighborhoods you need to be strapped. Maybe teach us how.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. You know, um, guys, I think now that this man just reminded me of something. I think um, very soon, I think we'll do a dissection of another song that this what he's talking about right now really kind of reminds me of. We're gonna take a deeper dive into that. I think very soon. I know it. I mean, it's something that I've heard myself, but it's kind of goes hand in hand with this. So, maybe that'll be the next one that we do, just to kind of show the similarities between this and that. They talk about very similar things, especially in this particular part here, because he's talking about, the things that maybe he should have been taught in school and wasn't. Instead you got to do all this useless stuff, and I'm sorry, but when you're going through some stuff, or you're going through some shit, and like, or even, the underlying things, like, you know like like let's just say all the medications and stuff like he was talking about earlier, that can also affect your work ethic. That can affect your school life, your social life, how you look at things, how you see things. So if you're going through your school years like that, or you've been put on these prescriptions and whatever, I mean, yeah, you're not going to want to do anything. You're not going to want to go to school. You're not going to want to learn all this stuff, especially if it's not stuff that's actually interesting to you. Let's continue.
Now some neighborhoods are really a trap. Maybe teach us about addiction before we go and relapse. Maybe teach us about our body before you feed us a snap. And maybe we can learn a thing or two instead of just nap. Maybe focus on the good instead of things that we lack. Maybe teach us how to think instead of throwing us facts. Give a fuck about the past. I heard that we're the future. Why the fuck I'm over here playing games on computers? I don't really understand.
Exactly. And again, we'll have to go into it. Um, the video in question that I'm talking about is called "Don't Stay in School." It's by Boy in a Band, um, and it's all about our school systems and the things that we're taught within our school systems that is pretty much useless. You know, like he said, why am I learning about the past? I heard I'm the future. Like the things that they put into our heads, the things that they drill into us every single day in our school systems. At least in my opinion, all the stuff that they deem important, vital, you know, um, in my eyes, those should be the subjects that you choose to take if you so want to. Your maths, your histories, your sciences, and everything. If that's something that interests you, those should be the courses that you're allowed to take. Okay, or those should be the classes that you choose to take, electives, if you will. You're electing to take these courses because it's something that interests you. All the stuff that schools consider to be an elective, or things that like are more practical, at least in my eyes, more practical things to learn, are things that you have to choose to take, or you have to go out of your way to take. It's not the stuff that's taught directly to you on an everyday basis, and it should be. You know, let's continue.
And someone get me a tutor. Seems like someone who controlling it don't want us to do shit. That's why everybody in my class is driving an Uber. How come we were never graded on our kindness of humor? They don't really want us learning how to balance a checkbook. They don't really want you running out the lines of their textbook. No, I never use this algebra. Not gonna be a chemist. And the only time I write are all the songs on my set list, bitch. Hey teacher,
Exactly. A majority of the stuff that you're taught throughout your years in school, you're hardly ever going to use. And the things that you need to use, or the things that are going to be more practical in your life, you're going to know. Okay? And if there isn't something that you're going to know, in today's day and age, there's plenty of ways to figure out how to do it. You know? I just I have very many opinions on this. And we're going to go much deeper into it when I show you guys this other video. Okay? But let's continue with this one for now.
we already know. Hey teacher, leave them kids alone. Hey teacher, when we going home. Hey teacher. Hey teacher, hey teacher, we already know. Hey teacher, leave them kids alone. Hey teacher, when we going home? Hey teacher, hey teacher.
Wow. All right, guys. That was Hey Teacher by one Nick Nittoli. Another banger, guys. We all know it. All right, we all know it. We all love it. Another banger by one Nick Nittoli. Um, you guys know what to do. All right, if you guys like this video, go on up there, give me a subscribe, or up there, wherever it is. Go on down there, wherever. Give me a like, comment. Let me know what you guys like to see me react to next, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. All right. Like I said, guys, I think the next one I'll show you guys is Boy in a Band, Don't Stay in School. Um, it's going to be very similar to this one, okay? And um, I can do a bigger deep dive on these subjects and the topics that were talked about, and then we can do a comparison of the two songs. All right, so we'll be getting to that very shortly. Keep an eye open for that, guys. Till the next one, Limitless Jad out.